Brandon Wilson to return it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Wilson now on the return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Moss. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Thaddeus Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a pop.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 29 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand it off to Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop it well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Wilson now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Miami set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Play action. It's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Wilson. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Wilson now on the return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They find some open field here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now